Hello guys, and welcome back to the Windows Tech channel. Today's kind of an exciting day because I got not one but two sealed operating systems in the mail. Yeah, this is gonna be really cool. Like, this is the first. This is gonna be the first of the two videos. The other one, I'll be recording these videos like back to back, but you'll be seeing the other video on Friday. So, what do we have here today? Well, this is actually an OS that I also barely take a look at. Well, actually, we haven't even taken a look at this operating system at all. Even though it's literally the same thing as Windows 95, which you guys might already know where this is going. But I got a copy of Windows NT. This is Windows NT Workstation 4.0, the 1-2 CPU edition. I know it doesn't look like much in the packaging right now, and that's just because, well, it's obviously sealed. This is the disc here. I believe this is for PCs without Windows. And this might have a service pack on it because it garners a 1998 copyright date. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the seal here, and then we can see what all is contained in this thing. So the seal of authenticity, I'm just going to try and place this on the back of the, oh my gosh. Man, I cannot, oh well. Hey, that's great, I'm just damaging the book. So, I don't know what they used for that, but that's not really the best way to package your operating system. Anyway, we have here this attention thing, which will hold the disc down. I am gonna put this in a blank CD case, by the way, just, oh, what? Looks like there might already be a CD case in here. Alright, what do we have? Oh! Here we have an important thing. Please read this before installing the Service Pack 6. Oh! That's interesting. So it comes with both the operating system, which, here's that, and then we have the Service Pack 6 upgrades, or update CD, which, yeah, this is the very last version of Windows NT to be released. Which is, yeah, I mean, that's pretty interesting. Now, I don't have anything to put this in as of now, but I'll find something. Alright, and then we also have here the EULA, which, of course, we're going to read through that very carefully here. And I believe we have, oh, this is actually similar to my Windows 98 OEM, because I also got because I got the Windows 98 Starts Here program with that as well. And I still have that disc. And here is that CD right here. In fact, we're going to, I'm just going to go ahead and cut through this here. No going back now. Man, I can't believe this has like never been opened before. I assume this is archived, but if not, then, well, that's my contribution today. And of course, we have the floppy disks, which there are 3 setup disks you need to install Windows NT. So, that being said, not really much else to do. Let's get the Packard Bell turned on. Okay, here we are with the Packard Bell 7800, even though it's powered off right now. And as you guys saw in the community tab this morning, I'm trying to find an applicable BIOS update for this machine, and I did leave the BIOS information in the community tab. In fact, I'll show you real quick. I went through about 3 diskettes this morning, only to be told that my BIOS image is not compatible. So, cool. And right now this has Windows XP on it, but we're going to revert that to Windows NT Workstation 4.0. So, let's insert the first of the setup disks and power it on. All right. Oh, let me get my other stuff out of the way here. Alright. Hopefully these discs are good. Setup is inspecting your computer's hardware configuration. Good, good. There's Windows NT. Alright, let me move the speakers a little bit so you guys can actually see the screen a little bit better. Oh yeah, I actually forgot I had this CD, The Secrets of Stargate. I might do a video on that sometime. In fact, why I said the other video, which, spoiler, is going to be the Windows 95 floppy disk thing. Why I said that was going to be uploaded on a Friday, is because I don't know how well this is going to work for me, but I'm going to attempt to have a more consistent upload schedule. Whereas I want to try to do a video on Monday, a video on Wednesday, and a video on Friday. In which I actually tried to, apparently we need to swap out the floppy disk here. So yeah, so this is in place of using this CD-ROM, in this case, which I ended up using this old DVD case to store my Windows NT disks. And yes, I am going to install Windows NT Starts here as well. And I tape the product key on the back of this thing, much like I did with my Windows 98 CD. And it's product ID, not product key. Alright. Yeah, this is in place of using the CD as of right now. Which, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you boot off the floppy or the CD. You just need to have a bootable medium. Alright, and oh wow, okay. So it's off the screen a little bit, but you can see there's the boot screen. One system processor at 128 megabytes. Multi-processor kernel. Okay. And we do have an NTFS partition on here, so we are going to wipe that. Alright, the setup program prepares for Windows NT 4.0 to run on your computer. Going to hit enter here. Setup automatically detects floppy disk controllers and standard IDE hard drives without user intervention. Alright, setup will attempt to detect mass storage devices. Okay, and we need the third disk. Let me swap that out. And enter. Let the floppy disk spin up. This thing has a DVD-ROM driver from like 2004 or something. Alright, found the IDE CD-ROM. Okay. So, yeah, February 2005. Both the hard drive and the DVD-ROM are the newest parts in this PC from 2005. Alright, so I assume it's going to be searching for the hard drive now. Alright, and now I think Windows NT 4.0 is based on OSR 2. I could be wrong though. So we might get USB, so we might get USB support. Okay, to specify additional SCSI controllers, or alright, let's just go ahead and let's enter here. Alright, and now it should find the hard disk. Alright, and I actually haven't really installed Windows NT 4.0 enough times to actually know by heart what we're doing, but alright. Man, this is just taking a mighty long time, but then again, we're on a floppy disk. Alright, setup has determined that one or more of your hard disks has more 1024 cylinders. Okay. So we're just going to press enter here. Alright, please insert the CD. Okay, so now in goes the Windows NT CD. Alright, I assume it's just going to spin up. Oh yeah, we need to let the thing spin up first. Alright, so here we are. Now, annoyingly, we actually do have to read the EULA, which we'll just do very carefully here. Alright. Setup has determined that your computer contains the following hardware and software components. That sounds about right. And here is the partition here, so okay, let me it's unformatted or damaged. Okay, let's just delete the partition. Doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, create partition. Okay, let's see if, okay, NTFS. Setup cannot format the partition because it is too large. Okay. So, yeah, we can't actually use all 80 gigs. So we're going to just, see, but we can use all 80 gigs if we badly want to, but I think I'm just going to make a 4 gig partition. Alright, so we're just going to use this here, and then format the partition using NTFS. There we go! Now there's no quick format. That would not come until a beta build of Windows Whistler, like during Windows XP development. And it still has not asked me to remove the floppy disk yet for disk 3, so cool. I'll just let it do its thing and then come back once it's done. Alright, I once again made the habit of leaving the time lapse longer than I need it to be. So we're going to just accept the thing here, or the default path it put. Alright, so we're just going to perform an exhaustive secondary examination of the hard disks here. Or hard disk, there's only one. Believe me, if I could, I'd put another hard drive in here. Alright, so now it's just copying files to the hard drive. Alright, this portion of setup has completed successfully. So we're going to remove the floppy disk, and we are going to remove the CD drive. We are going to remove the CD now, but just know that it is going to say that we need to insert it again. So I'm just going to have the CD on standby, if you will. So now, I just got to press enter. Alright, So it's now going to automatically start the Windows NT 4.0, as you saw there. Once again, the boot screen, which I know looks like a blue screen, or a stop error, if you will. Alright. Yeah, I need to organize my PC corner a little bit better. Alright, so so it converted the drive to NTFS. Don't know if you guys just saw that. Disk contains code to run on NT-compatible 486 Pentium. Yeah, so fun fact. I'm gonna let that boot real quick before I will show real quick. And there's boot screen. The disk says Power PC, but as far as I know, this disk right here will not run on any Mac systems. However, I do have the eMac right behind me, and there is now a version of Windows NT 4.0 that officially can run on Macs. So, alright. Now this setup will look very familiar to anybody that installs Windows 95, and do we have the... Oh hey, look at that! Windows NT 4.0 has USB support right out of the box. Alright, so now we're going to put back in the CD for Windows NT. Man, isn't that great when things work how they should? Click OK. Alright, and now it should copy from i386 in WinNT. Windows NT setup. Welcome to Windows NT. Alright. Next. And yeah, right off the bat, this is a little different than Windows 95 setup, even though the background is literally the same, and the text up here is the same, only they changed 95 to NT, because yes, this is based on Windows 95, which my suspicions were correct. This is based on a later release of Windows 95, like I said, OSR 2. So we're going to just type our username in here. And I do have the product ID on the back of the case here that I put the discs in, so let me enter that really quickly. Alright, now we're here. So we're not going to bother with a computer name. Oh, really? We have to enter one? Okay. Let me just do a shortened version of the model number. Administrator account, not going to bother with a password. I mean, I can probably do an emergency repair diskette, but I'll probably do that some other time. So right now we are not going to need a note you can repair. You can create an emergency repair disk at any time. Okay, so we'll probably do this at a later point. Yeah, the neat thing is that you can just uncheck and then check again just to get everything. All right, next, installing Windows NT networking. All right, so this computer will participate on a network, but I mean, I'll keep it. All right, start search. An adapter is not found. None of this matches what we have. Not to my knowledge. I mean, I could go back to the video when I first got this Packard Bell to see what we have. I don't think the Master Recovery CD is going to be much help. So actually, we're not going to have this connect to the network. And finish setup. Setup is configuring your computer to run Windows NT. Alright, this part doesn't take too long. And now we just got to select the time here. Whatever mine is. Oh, there it is. Close. Setup has... The system found the following video adapter in your machine. And I assume it is not going to let me change the... Oh, it will. Cool. We got a test. Screen was not visible due to a limitation of... Oh, man, come on. Yep, so that's all we can do. 680 by 480. I'm not a fan of this. But anyway, it's doing more copying of the files here, which, from the looks of this, it won't even take that long. So that is really interesting. And I wonder if we're going to be getting our sound drivers right out of the box. I highly doubt we will. Alright. Should be done here any second. Alright, setting security on system files to, I assume, NTFS. Saving configuration, this is the last step. Alright, so the Windows NT setup process is a little interesting in this way. Alright, Windows NT 4.0 has been installed successfully. We're going to now take out the CD. Now, we're not quite done just yet. We are done with the installation. We're just going to restart the PC really quickly here. Alright. So we're just going to load Windows NT Workstation 4.0 here. There is also the VGA option on the OS loader. And yeah, this thing apparently has Service Pack 1 pre-installed on the CD, which I find pretty interesting. But again, we do have the Service Pack 6A CD that we are going to run. Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually like that login screen a little bit. And there's the login thing here. And we're going to just... Oh, really? It didn't create a user? Oh, fine. Alright. And we do not get sound. Yes, there is a startup sound, which you guys, and would you actually guys heard this operating system startup sound before? Because the consumer versions of Windows 98 and Millennium Edition, that's the exact startup sound you hear when you boot into their setups if you have the sound drivers. Like if you do it from within Windows 95 and 98 respectively. Alright, so in here we have, yeah, this is the thing. Now it says Service Pack 1, but for some whatever reason it just doesn't register that. Computer down there. Well, alright, now this thing does have Microsoft Plus, like, auto-installed on it or something. And yes, this thing also does have the plus icons, as you guys see there. Let's restart. That is very odd when it says you have to restart to do that. I love how Windows 95 and 98 give you the option to apply without restarting. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get the Service Pack 6 disk in real quick. And yes, Windows NT 4.0 marks the single release of Windows with the most amount of service packs, being 6. Windows 2000 would have 4. Windows XP would have 3. Well, technically 4. But that is an unofficial service pack thing, and that is something I could take a look at on this channel. But I'm probably not going to do it right now. And then Windows Vista would have 2, and then Windows 7 would just have 1. Alright. Log back into Windows. Alright, we're just gonna uncheck that. Oh man, come on! Okay, are we at least at 800 by 600? Okay. Let's go ahead and install Service Pack 6. Alright. This thing should just come up with an auto run, if there even is one. By the way, I think I'm not going to install Windows NT starts here. I think this is what I'm going to be doing. Alright, this CD contains a standard encryption Windows NT Service Pack 6. Okay. Alright, install Service Pack 6. And I think this is Intel based. You have chosen to update the file update.exe. Open. And we have obviously read the EULA here. Now then, it'll just install the service pack. Alright. Now we just need to restart the computer. I'm going to bet you that it is going to try and boot from the CD. Let me just get that out of here. I need to do it in time before it auto shuts, which that was pretty easy. Alright. Oh, alright. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see that, but it now says Service Pack 6. And yeah, I know it's cut off, but yeah, it's kind of convoluted. Alright. Alright. There we are again. Oh, alright. That sucks. Alright. Let's change the wallpaper real quick. So, WinNT. Oh, that looks really bad, but I kind of love how they have this as a wallpaper. But anyway. So it does come pre-installed with a few things. Oh, user manager. New user. I mean, oh wow, okay, so this is basically like how you would set it up at a workstation. So, I mean, I guess that's not a big surprise. It's also backup, disk administrator, event viewer. Oh wow, event viewer made its debut back then. Alright, accessories, games here. Multimedia, system tools. Yeah, this is basically just what it comes pre-installed with. It's not really that big of a surprise. So yeah. As you can see, we only have a 4 gig partition. We couldn't make a 80 gig partition, even though I think there might be some workarounds to that, because this thing definitely can use all 80 gigs. Well, I even tried 8 gig partition in a VM and it wouldn't even work. So that's a bit misleading. So I say that wraps it up. No, I say that's a good stopping point for this video. hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon.